Hello. Let us see today how to check your blood pressure at home. It's now all the more easy because we now have automated digital BP apparatus. But there are certain steps before you check your blood pressure. 30 minutes before checking your blood pressure, no tea or coffee, any stimulants, no smoking, no tobacco, and no alcohol. And just before sitting to take your blood pressure, make certain that your bladder is empty. Because some of these conditions, if you don't fulfill, blood pressure can increase by 2 to 8 millimeters. So all these steps are important. Now, having emptied your bladder, sit on a chair and rest your back to the chair. Keep your feet on the ground uncrossed. Keep your arm on the table. And when you tie the BP cuff, make certain it is in keeping with the size of your arm. If you're overweight, if you are obese, you need a larger cuff. And when you tie the cuff, the arm should be bare, not on the clothing of the arm. And it should be tied 1 inch above your elbow joint. Having sat about 5 minutes without moving, no talking, no mobile, then press the start button. It records 2 readings. The upper reading is called systolic and the lower reading is called diastolic. 3 minutes later, take 1 more reading. Every time you must take 2 readings. 120 by 80 is supposed to be a normal blood pressure. 120, the top reading is systolic. 80, lower reading is the diastolic. Some people think the smaller should be above. So when they come to the clinic and say, "Doctor, my blood pressure is 90 by 130. It's wrong because the higher is systolic and the lower is diastolic. Once you record your blood pressure, make certain it is always 2 times every time you sit to record. And you should be in a very quiet, silent atmosphere. Normally, your blood pressure treatment starts when it is above 140 by 90 or so. But your doctor decides when to treat you. And lifestyle is extremely important in treating blood pressure. And when you tie the cuff, of all things, the most important is the tied cuff should be at the level of the heart. At that point must always be confirmed. Otherwise, the readings will vary. So go through all the steps and check your blood pressure, make a reading, and don't forget to re-examine or reassess or recalibrate your BP apparatus with your doctor's BP apparatus once in 6 months or 12 months. And finally, blood pressure is not one fixed number. When we say it is 120 by 80 or less is normal, it is not like, for example, a shoe rate in a market, 248 rupees 27 paisa. BP is not like that. It's a range. 120 by 80 or less is a range. It could be 110 by 75, 114 by 78. So when we talk of blood pressure, it is a range, not a fixed number. Always in doubt, make certain you contact your doctor. But when your BP is very high, because there are grades of blood pressure that we normally classify, and if the BP is very high, like 180 by 120, when you check, make certain you contact your doctor immediately. And your doctor knows how to treat you. Take care. Thank you.